So here we are again. We're going to go through the menu. Channel scan list. So this scan list we use enhanced scan, which is the best scan. And you can look and see the zone I'm in. I've got two zones, or two channels rather. I think I've also, let's look down here. Let me escape out. Yeah, the star button also on this radio is programmed to get into the scan list. A quick way, you want to see it. By default, the loads that I'm using, for some reason, they have every single channel deleted. My own opinion on that I fight with people constantly is I'd rather be annoyed than miss the critical call. But other people like to have 0 channels scanned. Of course, these radios in the zones that I think they're going to be pulling channels from, I have all the channels in scan they need, minus the weather channel. So we'll go back. We'll go back here to the pound, and that is the nuisance delete. So if I'm scanning, in fact, let me go back to this radio here, which was getting static, and we'll go to zone, that one, and we got scan turned on. See, it's landed on something. I'm gonna get rid of it. While it's on that channel, the nuisance delete is a good feature, and I've got it down here on the pound. I used to have it up here, but I really like being able to toggle between 2 channels. That's programmable. The user can program whatever home channel they want. Oh, there we go. We got noise again. Let me see if it'll happen again. So this actually takes you to zone 10, so I'm going to nuke it. So that is now nuisance deleted as well. You know, I'm the guy that likes to scan everything. I also don't like hearing static, so you can temporarily lock it out or go find it and lock it out permanently with this button here. So you see it doesn't even show up as locked out because it's only nuisance deleted. But it's gone until I toggle scan off and back on. Turn scan off, back on, or I cycle power in the radio. That nuisance channel is going to come back. So boom, it's gone. Menu, that's what we were going to do here. And of course, I always ramble into something else. Control lock will lock the keypad only or all controls. Now, all controls, let's see what I have. I know push to talk works. I'm not allowing that, but I think I allow, oh, I've got it pretty locked down, it looks like. Yep. So all we get is push to talk. So you hand that to somebody that doesn't know anything about radios but needs to be on TAC. You do that, you lock it, and then it's giving you a quiz on how to unlock it. So it's saying key 1 key 4. So on the older radios, it's diamond square. There we are, we're back unlocked. So that's a good way to not change channels if you're only on one TAC. Contractors most of the time are just, contractors are mostly, just pretty much on one channel. So that's a good feature to keep you from getting lost. Backlight, that's the same as this bottom side button. Contrast, you can adjust the contrast on the top. The LCD, which doesn't show up too good in the lighting we got here. So escape. Bluetooth, these radios are Bluetooth compatible. They work with the firefighting apparatus, the SCBA, that has Bluetooth. I have some Bose headsets that I've paired with these, and the audio is beautiful. It would take a special Bluetooth to be able to push to talk. I wouldn't want that anyway. I would have a hand mic on the side, and my Bose headset would be the way I would roll on that. Anyway, I'll turn it off to save battery. And let's see if we can escape out. GPS, I'd turn that on. If you're not using the GPS feature, I would recommend you turn that off. It'll save a little bit of battery on the radio. Surveillance mode. That turns off all beeps and the lights. So it's very dim. Probably can't even see it. I can see it with my eye. That's something that, let's say you're at, you're at night, dark in your truck, resting. You don't want beeps. You don't want a bright display. LE officers like that mode when they're sneaking around. Squelch adjust, we already went through that. Adjust. When you get a radio that's not done by me, you want to set the default up here, and then you want to actually adjust all channels in the radio, because by default it may not show where they're actually adjusted, but the ones I see are usually either here or even worse. So if you're missing calls on the weak fire channels, there's where I'd recommend it. The third click from the right, enter all channels. Next, battery life. That's a great feature. These have a 4,800 milliamp hour battery, which is, I think, one of the biggest in the industry. It'll last, this one's saying it'll last 22 hours, and it's at 98. On a full charge, I see it quite often say like 26 hours, 28 hours. It might be giving me a little bit less hours since I do have GPS turned on. Let's turn that off and see if it will. I've never done this before. Let's see if it changes what the battery life is estimated at. 23.28. I can't remember what it was before. RSM speaker attenuation. So if you have a hand mic on there, you could attenuate the speaker, because if you run full volume on that, you're probably going to blow the speaker out. It's so loud. VA mute. I do have some voice announcements in this radio. So if you don't like hearing it say stuff like, that's that. I guess I don't have voice announcements in this. But there's that annoying static that's only coming in on this radio. So let me do this. And I'm just going to go back to his zone. VA mute. If your radio talks to you and you don't want to hear it talk, turn that on and you'll never hear it again. Rotate top display. Depends on how you wear it, whether you want it this way or the other way, but there's your option. Radio info is going to tell you information of the radio, the versions of the radio. We're rocking one version down from the current. I don't really like the current version yet and haven't played with it much. Cloning, if you bring it to a fire and they want to hook a cloning cable to it, that's where that menu is. You would be the destination clone. You could, depending on the techs on scene, you could put it in the zone that you want cloned and have that. If you want a Keypad Program, well, that's another video, and I'll have to go into that at another time, because that's a neat option. I'll just really quick. Secret password of 6 zeros, keypad, and I'm going to go channel, add a channel. So I'm in my D zone, and I think I only have 2 channels, so I'm going to say 3. And now I'm going to edit that channel. Channel 3. And I'm going to put in the frequency. I have to hit clear. Actually, it looks like I'm doing it in this video. I'll do another video on top of that. But let's say I want 156075. And I'm not, all these are default to analog and power high. I'm going to do the same one, clear 156.075. And then I need to put the tone in on this. I'm going to leave them. The mode is already analog. So I'm going to go tone, and I'm going to hit clear 156.7. And now that channel is ready to use. I could change the name, but that takes a lot of effort. So I'm just going to go C A L, and these are little ones too. If you keep going, calc. So I know what channel that is, and it's now in the radio. It's in analog mode, and it's got a transmit tone. So if you get a COM 205 with frequency that is not in your radio, you'll be able to pop it in the zones that allow it. And those are typically, on mine, the ABCD. I think I opened up a lot of any of the channels which are command channels. There's also a special zone in this radio called Zone 50 that you can do that in. So that's that. Beautiful radio. Battery lasts forever. It's got a big, ugly orange battery pack if you want to do alkalines. It makes it larger so it won't fit in the case. But I would keep that as an emergency, and I would run these batteries, which are huge. There's 4,800 milliamp hours in these. 4,900 milliamp hours. That's like the most in industry. And when you pop it back in, I like to just squeeze the two bottom tabs and gently clam it in there rather than jam it in. So that's it for that. Good luck. Be safe out there.